Hey guys, Cameron here again, and today I want to talk to you about one of my absolute favorite pieces of gear, and that is this right here. This is a Zpacks Zero. This is my backpack that I carry with me on most trips. As long as I'm not carrying 2 gallons of water, this is what I'll be taking. It is a Cuben fiber backpack, which makes it one of, if not the lightest backpack you can buy. As you can tell, it packs up super small, so it doesn't take up much closet space whenever you're not out in the outdoors. So let me just give you a few opinions about it, and we'll see if it's for you. Alright, so let me just start off by saying if your base pack weight is more than about 12 pounds, that is your gear, not including your food and water weight, is more than 12 pounds. This is probably not the pack for you. This pack can handle, I would say, about 20 pounds, maybe slightly over. So if you're right in that weight range, this is still a good pack. Definitely if you're ultralight, below 10 pounds, this is a great pack. I bought this when I was trying to be around 5-6 pounds base pack weight. I've since added a couple things. I'm normally carrying somewhere around 7 or 8, depending on what I'm doing. Anyway, so that's basically what this pack is for, ultralight backpacking. So it's just a simple backpack, no frame. It's basically a tube of material with shoulder straps. Mine doesn't even have a waist belt on it. You can get that, and that's one of the things that makes this pack so cool. This pack is really cool because you can add pretty much anything you want. So when you buy this from Zpacks, and that's zpacks.com, you basically start off with just a tube of Cuben fiber with shoulder straps, and that basically all the backpack is. And then you add what you want to add to it, and they have a whole list of options. So the only thing I've added to this is the center mesh pocket, which can store quite a bit in there. And then later on, I bought this shoulder strap pocket, which I've also done a video on my channel. Check that out. And added that on. And that's basically all I've added to it. But they have a lot of options you can add on here. If I did add anything else, it would be the pockets down here on the sides to stick your water bottles in. I know that's really popular, but they have everything from roll top closures to a strap that comes over the top, the straps and bungees down the sides to add stuff on. They have a place to slide your water bladders down inside, holes for your hoses to come through. They have all sorts of options, so you can get it as simple or as complex as you want, but they still will be this frameless design, and it's going to be extremely lightweight, pretty much no matter what you add on to it. So my particular backpack is the size medium. It says 4.2 ounces on their website, and then the center mesh pocket is an extra 3/4 of an ounce. Mine's a couple tenths of an ounce heavier than that. It's just the way it worked out, which is fine, no big deal. Anyway, but you start looking in some of your other packs, even your ultralight packs, you're still looking at a couple pounds. So this is saving you a pound and a half at least off your base weight. This is a medium, like I said. It is, I think, 2,200 cubic inches, which is easier for me to go by. I know most people do liters, which I think it's 36 liters for the main part of the backpack. And then this mesh pocket adds quite a bit. And this is where I'll typically throw maybe a rain jacket. I put my tent stakes out here so there's no chance of them damaging the pack or anything that would have a sharp edge on it, which that's basically it. And I just put things that I need to get to really easy out here, and that is because the top closure, it's not the easiest to get into. It's definitely not difficult. I'll fill this up here in a minute and show you exactly what it looks like whenever it is filled up. So this is the back side of the pack, and like I said, I've added this shoulder strap pouch on there. Zpacks sell these also. The shoulder straps, I think, are about 3/8 of an inch thick padding in there, and that's plenty for the weights that you'll be carrying. They're plenty wide, I think about 2.5 inches. It's comfortable to me. I've never had any problem with it. Now, one thing I will say about this is since there is no frame and no gap between your back, this material, what it is coated in a plastic film, so it's basically waterproof. But that being said, that right up against your back, especially during the heat of summer, your back's going to sweat quite a bit. That's one of the trade-offs. It's not that big a deal to me. During wintertime, it's definitely not a big deal, or if you live in a cooler climate, it's probably definitely not a big deal. But here in North Texas, where it's so hot and humid during the summer, that is an issue. I don't do a lot of backpacking during summer, so that doesn't concern me too much. Alright, so I just threw my quilt that's unstuffed in here to take up some volume. So this is basically what it'll look like whenever you have your stuff in here. Normally I don't keep this pack super full, so it's not full up to the top. This is about as high as I go to the top of the center pocket. And the way you do the top closure is it just has this string just like on the top of any kind of stuff sack, and you just pull it closed, and the toggle that's right here, instead of sliding it down like you would on most stuff sacks, this thing isn't going to come open. So what the toggle does is you fold over the top of the pack, and it comes down to this loop that is right here, that's under the center mesh pocket, or if you don't have the mesh pocket, it'll just be down at the bottom of the pack. And you slide that toggle right through the loop, and there's no kind of clasp or anything like that, and that will stay closed on there, and that is how the top of your pack stays closed. It stays folded under, so if you're getting a kind of light rain or anything like that, really light rain, you don't have to worry about rain getting in there. Like I said, this material itself is waterproof, but you have to worry about around the seams, water can still get in. So you'll still want to use a pack liner or pack cover, or use a poncho or something like that. Alright, so this is me with the pack on, and this might not have been the best choice for a color of shirt to wear today, but as you can see, it comes with a sternum strap right here, and you can raise that up or lower it down depending on how far down your chest you want it. And then it has the shoulder strap adjusters where you can pull it down, or you can loosen your straps up. And that's basically all the adjustment this pack has. Like I said, it's super simple. This shoulder strap pocket, you can also move that up or down. This is something you can add on to the pack or just buy separate at Zpacks. So this is basically what it looks like. It may not be this puffy when you have your stuff in there. I just have my quilt in there unstuffed. But that's about how high normally all my stuff takes up. And then the top folds down. So, as I said, it's a really simple pack. I really like that fact of it. It's super lightweight. That was obviously the thing that drew me to it the most. And it's made by Zpacks, which is a really great company to deal with. They make really awesome gear. I think this runs about $90 to $100, and then that center mesh pocket's probably another 10 or 15. So, you know, it's a cheap pack as far as ultralight goes. Obviously, this doesn't have the features of like a Zpacks Arc series of backpacks, but it's also not $350. It's just over $100, and it's quite a bit lighter. So if I was to go on a through hike, I probably wouldn't take this pack. Who knows? You know, I may. But as far as like your weekend trips, or even up to multi-day trips up to a week or so, I still think this is a great pack, and that's probably all I'm ever going to do. So it works out really well for me. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, look them up over at zpacks.com. They have a lot of really great gear over there: backpacks, tents, sleeping bags, a lot of accessories. It's all geared toward the ultralight crowd, so if that's your thing or you're looking to get into that, that is definitely a place to check out. They make a lot of great gear. It's kind of pricey, but it's all well made in the United States, so check them out over there. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you out there.